Hello and welcome to the Tuesday Tell-All. My name is Bobby Fazio. This is Driver Interviews with Bobby Fazio's channel at Driver Interviews on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And it is Tuesday already. Tuesday, October. What is the date? 15th, I think. Let's check. 15th. Yep. Man, it's October already. All right. What, 3 weeks from today is the election? How about that? So 3 weeks today, we decide a new president and Senate, Congress, whatever. A few days from today, I think we have a race in Division 2, Rockingham. It's their last divisional of the year. We got the Dutch Classic / Division 1 points race next week. We've got Vegas coming up, divisional and national. We've got Pomona. I will be at Pomona. I'm just letting everybody know. I booked my flight to Pomona. I think I've made that a yearly trip every year since like 17 or 18 at this point. So why stop now, right? But thanks for tuning in, everybody. I see Ray Thurston's first to comment. Let's go. And he's in St. Louis. He'll be awake for this one. Wow. What time is it there, Ray? It's probably 7:30 there. Ray doesn't go to bed till at least 7:45, so we're good for at least 15 minutes. Thanks, Ray. Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you. Walt Walker's in the house. What's going on, Walt? I was with Walt all weekend last weekend. He had a busy week of racing. Good to see Walt and the entire Lupe Tortilla race team, I should say. What's good, guys? I'm locked in for tonight's episode. The Bojangles is hot and the sweet tea is ice cold. All right. That sounds amazing. I could go for some of that right now. Right? Good God. Congrats to the D1 All Stars. Bigger shout to D7 for showing up. D7 won it last year, and they were pretty strong this year, Justin Graham. Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, D7, they're impressive. And we'll get to it. They did some damage this year, and they brought two beautiful cars for stock and super stock for the JEGS All Stars. I might add. Here's one of them. What's going on, Jared? I'll see you again in Pomona. Jared, did you make it home? Did you go to work today? Did you were you in the courtroom objecting today? What's going on? Hope you had some safe travels. Jared, tell me about that super street racer from D7 whose motorhome broke down. And he had to rent a truck. I think he had to rent a truck in like Arizona somewhere and make it the rest of the way. And that was a pretty amazing story. What was that guy's name, Jared? If you can remember that and let me know. Mark Sargenti, what's going on, Mark? How you doing? Mark, give me a call. We got a plan next week, all right? For the Dutch Classic / Division 1 race. Rick Martin, what's going on? Happy Tuesday, buddy. Good to see you. Terry Nolan, how you doing? Rest in peace, Lee Edwards. Oh, man. Well, we hate to hear news like that. But rest in peace, Lee Edwards. Thanks for that, Rick Martin. Jimmy Carter, what's going on? Go Yankees. I can't believe the Mets totally wiped out the Phillies, man. I was not expecting that. So that didn't go too well. Ray Klotz, how you doing, buddy? How are you? Ray Klotz out of Ohio, I think. Jared Jordan was in court all day. Well, I hope you had energy, were focused. I mean, I had to I slept all day on Sunday after I got in 2 a.m. Sunday morning. My flight was 8:45 p.m. Saturday night, landed in Philly around 12 something, get in the car, and you got in, by the time you get to the car, shuttles and everything, it's an hour drive home. 2:30 in the morning I got home, so I was pretty tired all day Sunday. Jared, hope you did well in court today. Hope you represented your clients professionally and prestigiously. Dennis Chapman, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? All right, the comments keep flying in. Driverinterviews.com is the website, guys. I mean, it's a website. It's like the homepage for what we do here, but YouTube is like really the homepage, and it flashes YouTube up in your face. So be sure to click on like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and share. I would appreciate that. Hashtag the car show if you ever post any pictures of stock and super stock rides, right? That's our hashtag. We're taking it. We're taking it over. It's ours. I want to thank the original LupeTortilla.com for supporting this show and for feeding me all weekend down in Dallas. Also, did anybody see the presentation, if you were watching on Sunday, that Lupe Tortilla, original Lupe Tortilla, Stan and Sheila Holt, and Walt was part of it. I saw him on the stage, and Craig Harris and Shirley Muldowney. It was a really nice gesture made by Stan Holt on behalf of Shirley Muldowney's like Shirley's Kids program, which basically Stan Holt, I think, kind of founded this whole thing. They gave $10,000 to 13-year-old Micah Claiborne, who needed a heart transplant. Now, get this. When Micah was born, his mother was perfectly healthy and fine, gave birth to Micah, and then after he was born, she wasn't feeling well, and her condition turned severe, and she needed a heart transplant, and she had to get one. And that was 13 years ago, obviously, when he was born. And then all of a sudden, over the last year, he needed a heart transplant. So it was a crazy story. And the kid's got a lot going on. He started a little like business, I guess you should say, a little non-for-profit, helping other kids that need heart transplants. There's over 100,000 people on a wait list for heart transplants. I didn't even know it was that many. That's crazy. But anyways, this kid, Micah, has got a great story. If you want to see the little mini bio I posted on my Facebook page, he was supposed to be like a guest of honor at the race on Sunday. He's been waiting for his heart transplant. Sunday morning, they got the call. We got you a donor. Get to the hospital so we can get going. So they were getting ready to come to the racetrack. They had to instead go to the hospital and get his heart transplant, which they did over the last 24 hours or so. And he is out of the surgery, and I believe everything went according to plan. So that is an amazing story right there. They presented the check on the stage there at the Nationals on Sunday. NHRA brought him on the stage, which I thought was cool. And all of that is thanks to Stan and Sheila Holt of Lupe Tortilla. So just wanted to put that out there. Great story and great ending to that story, anyways, I should say. So more comments flying in. I can't even keep up with all of them. Billy Ryder, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Dave Kiesel, his toter quit in Albuquerque, and he had to get a rental truck, load everything into the truck, and get his car to the Jegs All Stars in Dallas, where he made it to the final. I think he lost in the final round, though. I went live with all the finals on my Facebook page, but man, that would have been like a Cinderella story right there. Anyways, great job, Dave Kiesel. If he's out there, somebody give him some love from me, Bobby Fazio. How you doing, Brett Steven? Good evening to you. Finally cooled down out in California. Definitely cooled down here. It was in the 40s today in New Jersey, so I had to turn the heat on finally. Looking forward to Vegas is Jerry Mendez. All right. Maurice Jacques, great coverage of the All-Stars and the Dallas race. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Nick Ryder is listening. Beautiful. Took all of his and his kids' stuff, threw it in a rental truck, made it, and won the Never Rest Award. All right, they gave him a Never Rest Award. How about that? I love it. All right, well, at least he got that. He seemed like a pretty cool dude, too. Steve Zupka is still calling the Dutch Classic. How about Steve Zupka winning the comp eliminator in the Jegs All Star? I picked Steve to win. Thank you very much. I appreciate I appreciate Steve helping me out on that pick. I'm still driving home. Dallas is a long way. Oh no, Julie's still driving home. I guess Jared flew home because he had to get to work. Yeah, I think Jared went to a Dallas Cowboys game the next day too, and they got slaughtered by the who was it? They got crushed at home. Was it? I can't remember. Anyways, it was great to watch. Let me know if you were at that game, Jared. Installing new Q-Jet Super Jets. All right. Bruce is staying busy over there. George Wright, hello from Motown. What's going on? What's for dinner? Stan and Sheila, what's going on? You know what? Tonight, with all the running around and football practices and tutoring, it's a DiGiorno. And I believe my stepson's downstairs enjoying it right now. Hopefully he saves me a piece, right? But I won't bank on it, all right? Thank you, Stan and Sheila. I appreciate all the dinners you gave me this past weekend. Pete Lanciers, there he is. Good evening, guys and gals. How you doing? Thank you, Stan and Sheila, right? Thanks for coming to Dallas. It was great seeing you again. You too, Craig. Great job out there, man. Great job in that final round. Great job crushing the tree, man. I got to give it to you. All right, what else do we got? DragInsights.com, which sponsored the Jegs All Star Pick'em. You pick 'em, right? So nobody picked all 8 winners, which would have won you a nice grand prize of premium membership. But instead, Alicia decided since nobody won, everybody's going to win. Everybody that partook in the Pick'em will be getting a discount code to save 10% off of a premium membership. So be on the lookout for that. Check your emails over the next day or two. I believe Alicia handles that kind of stuff. I don't know how to do mass emails. I only know how to do math and kind of put together a podcast. That's about it. So look in your emails for a email from Drag Insights. Be sure to check your stats. Check out your opponent's stats. Dude, we're at crunch time here. I'm trying to see who the fastest cars in stock eliminator are. I'm trying to find out who's going to be setting records next week at the Dutch Classic. But anyways, I was kind of planning for Indy already for next year because I got a fast hot rod now, and I wanted to see who's faster than me. Drag Insights, Analytics tab, boom. Click on the class that you want to see, and you can see who made the fastest runs year by year in your class. You can do all that in Drag Insights. Be sure to check that out. Insure your race cars, guys. Don Kennedy Race Car Insurance, 602-284-6240 or 1DonKennedy@gmail.com. Hopefully I see Don at PRI in a couple months. And hopefully Don says hello on the podcast tonight. Gotta hopefully see if he's here. Guys, I haven't done birthdays in a while. I don't know if I've just been forgetting or what, but I want to give some shout outs to the birthdays that we've had the last 2 weeks. And we got a ton of them. This is the Drag Insights homepage. And God, there's so many subscribers now that there's a ton of birthdays. So I'm just going to run through the past week real quick. Hayden Brown, who I got to spend all weekend with, was October 8th. Happy birthday, Hayden Brown, Super Street racer. Actually might turn into a stock eliminator racer. He's got an unbutchered 69 Camaro and Super Street right now with 9-inch tires on it. And he's got stock. That car's got stock eliminator written all over it. And he wants to get into stock. So hopefully he does pretty soon. Happy birthday, Hayden. October 8th. Matt Exner, Brett Spear, and Ray Thurston were October 9th. And I don't know if it's this Ray Thurston because he's Ray Thurston like the 4th, I think. But it could be a Ray Thurston in his line. Or it was actually him. So, Ray, let us know if it was you, buddy. October 9th, along with Brett Spear and Matt Exner. Robert Kelleher and Troy Henderson were October 10th. Happy birthday, guys. Troy Henderson, nice fabricator out of Division 5. Very good fabricator, I might add. Todd Patterson. We got Patterson Elite here. He was October 11th. Happy birthday, Todd. John Irving and Randy Manns. Man, all the famous racers are here. October 12th. Happy birthday, John Irving and Randy Manns. We got Paul James on October 13th. And we've got Dean Oliver, the carburetor genius guru. Dean Oliver is today, October 15th. So everybody wish Dean Oliver a happy birthday today. Happy birthday, Dean. He's helped me out in the past, and I'm sure he's helped a lot of the listeners out on here in the past. So we'd love to see it. So those are your birthdays. That's from the homepage there in Drag Insights, along with the master calendar, the master racing calendar. So draginsights.com, get your free membership if you haven't. I don't know what you're waiting for. The Lions, Detroit Lions is the team that slaughtered the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday. Thank you. Jimmy Hidalgo saw it too. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it. Good job down there as well. Jimmy Hidalgo. I mean, my God, is there a more solid racer on the tree too? Jeez. Santi Grossi, what's going on, buddy? I'll see you in Pomona in a couple weeks. All right. What else do we have? Some more announcements. November 3rd. How about this? The Harry Huntsbury Memorial Race. This is a race that has always been the first weekend in November. It's recently been renamed the Harry Huntsbury Memorial Race. Now, Mike Carr and Wendy Carr ran this race for about 20 years. I think it was a different memorial race. It still paid a lot to win. I don't remember the name of the race before, but now Harry Huntsbury, the Huntsbury family lives down the street from Mason-Dixon Dragway. It's $10,000 to win. This is Sunday, November 3rd, Mason-Dixon Dragway, $200 entry fee, $10,000 to win. Herbie Knoll has a hand in this. I'm sure the Huntsbury family, Troy and Ronnie Huntsbury, Brad and Kyle Huntsbury, they all have probably a hand in this race, but $10,000 to win, $200 entry fee. Usually starts around 11 o'clock in the morning because there's a church down past the shutdown area. And I don't believe you are allowed to start racing too early in the morning. So you can get there Sunday morning and we get the whole race in one day. And it's daylight savings time. I believe it's always that Sunday race is always when the daylight savings clicked back an hour. So you get that extra hour of sleep on top of all that. So November 3rd, Mason-Dixon Dragway in Maryland. That's Hagerstown, Maryland. And $10,000 to win. What else? St. Louis is running a D5 double next year and a Division 3 double. 2 different divisions running doubles at St. Louis racetrack. I've never heard of this, so I guess there's a first time for everything. The D5 double is April 30th to May 3rd, so put that on your calendar if you're D5 or D3. And then the D3 double is October 1st to October 4th. That's the weekend after the national event. So make sure you put that one on your calendar. You can get 4 races in St. Louis next year. So why not? It's a wonderful facility. You can throw a national event in there if you do that second double. I think it's probably a great time. It's a far drive from me. I don't know if I'll be able to make it. Warren Monteith, how you doing? Thank you. Oh yeah, we lost Steve Bagwell. I saw that the other day. He was a Hemi legend there. So rest in peace, Steve Bagwell. How about 16-year-old Landon Emmons getting his first victory at Dallas? He did. Landon Emmons, 16 years old. He won the continuation of the Tulsa race, I believe, in Dallas. So that was pretty cool. That was really, really nice. Great driver. These young guns, man, we got to watch for them. Same with Ty Gaynor. I interviewed Ty and Tommy Gaynor this past weekend. Be on the lookout for that interview. Sadly, in the in-car video, you'll see what happens in one of them. I don't want to give too much away. Interviewed Joe Sorensen, the Sorensen brothers. So be on the lookout for that interview. That's a good one. Joe Sorensen was number 1 in stock eliminator, but he and Jimmy Hidalgo Jr. had to race each other. Whoever won that race was going to assume number 1 in stock eliminator. Unfortunately, I had to jet to the airport moments before that race took place, so I didn't get to see it, but it was a hell of a race. They were both like 00 on the tree, and Hidalgo Jr. got the win there. And Tim Ames, I got Tim Ames in-car video and interview, so be on the lookout for that interview as well. I got a lot coming. I got a lot of editing to do, and hopefully I can get something out to you this weekend. By this weekend, or by Thursday, I should say. Let me try and get something out by Thursday. I can edit tomorrow and Thursday and get you something. All right. So just be patient. Be patient. Right. Right. Fuel Factor X. Increase your fuel mileage, guys. Gas or diesel. I mean, how can you not? Gas is coming down a little bit now. Finally, it took long enough, but diesel hasn't come down where I live, man. It's still very expensive. I don't have a diesel truck, so I don't have to worry about it. But I know everybody else that tows to the track pretty much does. So Fuel Factor X can get you set up. Link is in the show notes. Click on the link and get yourself some. We got Rocketman Race Coatings, rocketmancoatings.com. If you want to coat your pistons, rings, pins, what have you, anything. Less friction, less temperature means more horsepower. We got Fine Line Hot Rods in Denton, Texas, right? FineLineHotRods.com, stocking the whole Holly line, which probably might include Simpson as well, guys. SA, the 2020? Our helmets are all going to expire next year, by the way, if you're SA 2015 like I am, Snell 2015. FineLineHotRods.com, you can get you set up. He's a fabricator. He's going to be selling, hopefully, VP race fuels next year. Plug wires. He's got batteries, 12-volt, 16-volt batteries. He can get you set up. We got 00 Green hand cleaner. That's Ashton Hudson's business right there. 00 Green, contingency sponsor, competition eliminator, bonus fund sponsor. By the way, it just reminded me, I had a long talk with Roger Brogdon this past weekend in Texas about his competition eliminator bonus fund sponsorship, how it's going, how's the return, how's the injection of new life into comp eliminator going. And it was a very interesting conversation. I learned a lot. So I need to call him again and talk to him some more, because I was trying to get some advice from him, and it was definitely educational to say the least. We got PontiacEngines.com. That's Bruce Fulper, Mr. 428, founder of that combo in Superstock, who's working on a quadrijet right now. Good luck with that. And we got Kenwood Welding and Metallizing. That's Tom Baker. Tom, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I got pizza from my stepson. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. He did save me too. Look at that. 2 slices. I got to hand it to him. Thanks, Ty. Tom Baker, I haven't heard from him tonight. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's not working too hard. All right, what else do we have? Let's see. I think I got all the announcements right. I want to thank... I got this announcement that I almost forgot. I want to thank Doug Deck for a generous donation last weekend, right before I left for Dallas. Doug's done this to me a couple times now. When I've been going on a big trip, he sends me a nice little donation there in PayPal, and I really appreciate it. Thank you, Doug. Been doing that. I mean, he's done that about 3 or 4 times now, and it really helps me out. Anybody that gives me a donation, it really helps me out. Somebody slipped me a $20 bill in the lanes this past weekend saying thanks for what you do. I appreciate all of it, guys. It goes a long way, believe me. I travel. I can stretch $1. Just letting you know, I can stretch $1. Okay. So thanks, Doug. All right, guys. Number 1 qualifier. Stock eliminator. We're going to get to the results now. Dallas Nationals and Jegs All Stars. So number 1 qualifier, very strategic. Waited till the last session to do it, but I was kind of expecting him to do it. There were an odd number. No, there weren't. There weren't an odd number of cars. Correct that. But you got a second round bye. But Joe Sorensen making every round count here. G-Stock Automatic, 69 Camaro, 350, 255 engine combo. 1091 on a 12 flat index. So he was about 109 under. Get that number 1 spot. Every point counts. Every round counts. So, like I said, I was kind of expecting him to do it, and he did it. They got the power to do it. Did not parlay that into a victory. I think he made it to the 4th round, which was a good showing. and he was in the Jegs All Stars as well. So, guy's been driving lights out this year. Lights out. So, congrats, Joe Sorensen, number 1 qualifier. Congrats making it to the Jegs All Stars again. Well, he won it last year. And congrats being number 2 in the world right now in Stock Eliminator. In the final round of the Jegs All Star, we'll go with that first. Jared Jordan in the 64 Dodge there with the 426 Max Wedge car, B stock automatic, squared off against Michael Brand, in the 2014 Cobra Jet out of Georgia. Michael Brand was an alternate, actually. Jeff Longany was supposed to be the Division 2 rep in Stock Eliminator. I don't know if Jeff had, the Hurricanes held Jeff up or if he just couldn't make it. I hope it was for some other reason than a hurricane. But Michael Brand, man, you picked the right guy to fill in, because Michael Brand, factory stock AA, dialed 881, runs an 881-1, dead on with a 1 there, 038 light. Jared Jordan was 029. Jared dialed a 1029, but ran a 1026 down there, just taking a little too much stripe on the breakout. I might add, I was filming from the stands. As you know, I went live, and I couldn't. If you watch that video, I haven't watched it, but let me know if you just hear wind and nothing else, because it was pushing me over. So I'm facing the starting line, and it was pushing me this way. So it was a cross tail wind pushing me, and I was trying to hold the camera still and zoom in at the same time. So there was a lot of wind, and it probably pushed Jared Jordan's car down the track pretty hard, probably harder than it might have pushed Michael Brand's car down. So I'm going to guess that's why Jared Jordan broke out in that final round of the Jegs All Stars. But congrats, Michael Brand. Congrats, Jared Jordan, for making it to the final of the Jegs All Stars. And wouldn't you know it, Michael Brand makes it to the final of the Eliminator as well, where he squares off against Jimmy Hidalgo Jr., who's in a championship fight right now. Michael Brand dials 882. He's 026 on the tree. Hidalgo in the 2004 GTO dials a 1093, and he's 019 on the tree. 019, a phenomenal light. 026, a phenomenal light from Michael Brand as well. Hidalgo gets the 7th thou advantage off the starting line, but goes down there and runs a 1095.8 on the 1093. I believe he gave it back there, 114 miles an hour to Michael Brand. Michael Brand ran an 883 on the 882 and gets the win. So Michael Brand wins his 3rd national event win. And I think the last one he won, he said, was 10 years ago. So 3rd national event win for Michael Brand. Probably the 1st national event win he's got in this Cobra Jet Mustang, because I believe 10 years ago he was still running that beautiful, 73-ish Firebird that he's got, the blue Firebird 455. I like that car. I wish he would bring that car back out, but I can't see why he ever would, because he's just absolutely tearing it up in this Cobra Jet. But congratulations, Michael Brand. Congratulations, Jimmy Hidalgo, making it to yet another final round. This guy's just getting paid this year. My goodness. All right, and now we move it into Superstock. And again, a strategic, very strategic number 1 qualifying attempt here by Jeff Dona. Now, up to this point, Stan Holt of Lupe Tortilla was the number 1 qualifier with a 114 under the index run. Well, Jeff Dona waited until Q3. Jeff Dona's in first place for Superstock nationally in the points, and every round counts. I think there were an odd number of cars in Superstock, and Jeff Dona went for it, and he goes 118 under the index. This is a Superstock H automatic, 98 Firebird, 942 on a 1060 index, 118 under, gets the number 1 spot. Now, let's move it into the Jegs All Star. Actually, let me take a breather here and get a sip of water and run through some more comments. Stampede for speed was amazing. D1 to the front. Awesome crew neck. Cliff Hinson's always busting on my shirts. Actually, tonight I got Drag Insight shirt on. But thanks, Cliff Hinson. No V-necks tonight, Cliff. Dean Ribero's birthday was last week, too. What's up, Tim Stickles? How you doing? Tim Stickles, I think, was testing his modified Superstock car, doing some nice wheelies last week. Yeah, Ray Thurston, it's you. Ray Thurston turned 27 again. How about that? For the 9th time in a row on October 9th. Happy birthday, Ray. Happy birthday. Hayden Brown, there he is. What's going on, Hayden? How you doing? The firefighter out of New Orleans, Nolans. Tom Gent, what's going on, Tom? Good luck this weekend in Rockingham. Russ got a shot. Russ is in 4th place in Superstock Division 2. They should have a D7 double in Belrose. I think they should, too. Absolutely. And I love Belrose track. I like the food down there. I like the people down there. And I like the crowd that track brings in. That's one of the biggest crowds I've ever seen in person for a divisional. So, Walt, you're on to something. Pete Ducko, what's going on, Pete? How you doing, buddy? Down in Florida. Hope you're staying dry. Pete, everything go all right with the hurricane? Hopefully you're doing all right down there. Might have some Carolina racing in his mind here soon. Absolutely. Another stick shift modified race coming up in the Carolinas in November? So I'm going to try and make it down for that. Jake Cicerelli, what's going on? What's the count for the Hemi cards at the Dutch? I don't know. Somebody let us know, man. What's the count? Also, somebody let me know, and this was probably answered before, and I'll probably get yelled at for asking it, but can you set records on Thursday, or is that Wednesday only? I want to know if you can set records on Thursday at the Dutch next week. Somebody let me know. Jose Ramos, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Scott Cott, the Lions definitely stomped the Cowboys. They sure did. The Emmons, how you doing? Emmons Motorsports Racing. You know, I was not used to seeing the Emmons pitted out in Louisiana this past weekend. Like, they were out in the back 40. I would say you call it the back 70. I mean, they were way out there. Sorry to see that, Emmons. I finally found you guys in my rental car, but none of you were outside. But if I was if I was NHRA or the track owners, I'd have had you front and center. You guys got a nice display up there. What's going on, Eddie? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. We thought you were going to get your cowboy hat. You were driving like you stole a truckload of them. Absolutely. That's I don't know who that's for. Probably Jared or Michael Brand or Justin Pasillo, for all I know. Which reminds me, let's get back to the Superstock results. So as we said, Jeff Dona was the number one qualifier. How about Trey Vetter squaring off against Justin Pasillo in the JEGS All Star? Now, I would have in this round, after watching that stock final, my money was kind of on Justin here in the modified car because I thought the wind was going to push Trey Vetter out the back door like it did to Jared Jordan. I thought the older car, the older boxier car was at a disadvantage here, but I was wrong. Trey Vetter was dialed for it, man. Superstock F automatic, beautiful 68 Camaro. I posted a couple of pictures of it today on my Facebook and Instagram pages. Check it out. 028 on the tree. That was a 967. Dude runs dead on 967 on a 967, 129 miles an hour on the brakes to go dead on. Justin Pasillo in the 85 Trans Am, Eddie Bloom's car. Justin Pasillo driving lights out this year too. He's a Superstock B modified stock. Dials 937 and runs a 938.5 down there at 140 miles an hour. He's 024 on the tree. Had a slight advantage on the tree. I think he might have tapped the brakes down there as well. And I don't know. I don't know if he gave that back or not. That's a tough one there. They about 4,000 margin of victory down there. Pasillo may have given that one back. I don't know. That's a heartbreaker if he did, but Trey Vetter ran a good race right there. Congratulations, Trey Vetter, dude. And Trey, I think they wanted him on the stage on Sunday, but he lost in Superstock, won the JEGS All Stars, lost in Superstock Eliminator, won the JEGS All Stars, and I think he started his trip back to California on early Sunday morning to get back to work in time. But congrats, Trey Vetter. But Justin Pasillo gets revenge, man. He makes it to the final round against our very own loyal listener here, Craig Galtieri. Craig's in a 2002 Cavalier. I believe that's a 350 powered Cavalier. One of them L98s, whatever they call that. The 1989, 1987 Chevy 350 cubic inch engine, GTG automatic. Justin Pasillo, as we said, is in the 85 Pontiac Trans Am. How about Craig, man? 006 on the tree after waiting around for not 24 hours, but a solid 18 hours, we'll say, between the last round that was run in Superstock and this final round. So you got all day Sunday to think about this. Craig goes out there and freaking goes for it. 006 on the tree. He dialed a 947. I think he ran it out down there. He's getting chased a little bit and runs a 945 on the 947. Breaks out by 15 thou, 142 miles an hour. Justin Pasillo's 028 on the tree, dials a 939, and he drops to a 940 down there. He couldn't catch Craig, so I think he dove it down at the finish line, ran 134 miles an hour, and gets the win. That's Justin Pasillo's first national event win. I did not realize that because he's won at least a half a dozen divisional event wins in Division 1, maybe more. I mean, he's been division champ in stock eliminator a couple times, and that was in J stock automatic. So you got to remember, Justin knows how to get chased and he knows how to chase. He won division championships in a J stock automatic like Chevelle, and he's winning now coming from behind, chasing people in a modified car. This guy knows how to do it. You know, he knows how to do it both ways, and he's really solid on the tree. Like when we gave the Jegs Allstars stats last week, he's got an 0.19 average reaction time. That is so difficult to have in stock and super stock because that's only counting green lights. Usually you have one offset. You have one outlier that affects that average. Justin doesn't have too many outliers. And most of the world champs that you see have an average reaction time in stock and super stock of like 27 to 32. No joke. He's got an 0.19 average reaction time. So beware when you're racing him. Just letting you know. So congrats on your first win. Congrats on your runner-up finish there, Craig. I'm sure Craig's got Craig's going to have a national event win soon enough. Nobody's worried about Craig. You'll be fine, Craig. We know you can do it. Vince Mussolino was one of our local boys. Congrats to him. Yeah, Division 1. Vince Mussolino. We got Steve Zupka. Oh, Steve's name ends in a vowel. We don't have to tell anybody that there's like an S and a Z and a P and a K in there. We could just say, we got Mussolino. We've got Zupka. We've got Pasillo. All the Italians showed up, and the honorary ones showed up for Division 1 this year in the Jegs All Stars. How about that? That wind was nuts. Turned my weather station. We found out when I got back. Oh, man. So it flipped. Would it tell you it was blowing the wrong way? How about that? Probably like 5 Hemi cars, maybe 6. I'm hoping for more. The payout starts at $5,500. So maybe more. Who knows? Justin Graham, D7 double in Bell Rose. Walt, we drive far enough for one divisional out here. Wait a second. Wait. Did that say a D7? I didn't realize it said D7 earlier. I thought it said, I just assumed it said D4. I don't know if Walt's trying to be funny or if he just hit the wrong key. Odds are Walt's being funny because he's pretty funny. All right, where were we on the comments here? My house fared well from the storm. Thanks. Lots of others, not so much. Very heartbreaking to see the damage all around me. One park had 10 boats up on the lawn. Oh, my goodness. My sister lives in Tampa, and we were worried about her, but she got through it. And I should probably call her. I know she didn't have power for a couple of days. She was going to work without power because she works at a hospital. So she had to go to work, and she didn't have power at her house. So I better check on her. I'm the bad brother right now. Heading to the Rock Divisional with the U Stocker this weekend. All right, Joseph Eustace putting the U in Eustace U Stock Automatic. Have fun, buddy. Good luck to you. We appreciate you checking in with us. All right, what else? We got some results from Darlington Dragway now. So the Carolina Classic Modified Production winner. This is coming from Darian Houston. Thank you, Darian, for the results. But Robbie Drawn, one of our Superstock brethren here, Superstock A Modified, he had an 0.20 reaction time in the final round. He ran a 5.12. This is 8th mile drag racing at 135 miles an hour. 5.12 at 135. He's going 135 at the 8th mile. Is that a typo, or is he just that fast? How about that? He got his win over Steve Johnson in a Superstock E modified car, who turned on the red. 003 red for Steve Johnson. Oh, that's a tough one, man. So congratulations, Robbie Drawn. Robbie basically he crashed this car in June. I was there. I got it on video. Smacked this car up badly. I did not think he was going to be able to get this car back out this year. His wife Tabitha was crying. I had to give her a hug there because she was so upset. I mean, this car, it was a bad crash at Farmington. And wouldn't you know it, he and his father got started on this car literally that weekend. I think they towed the car home and started tearing it apart that weekend. Already has it back out, looking better than ever, this car, and got a win this weekend. So congratulations, Robbie Drawn. Superstock A modified. That bad boy is a 5-speed transmission in it. And we love the stick cars, man. We love the high winding modified stick cars, especially. That's his second victory in the Carolina class and modified production series. So congratulations, Robbie and Tabitha Drawn. And thank you for the results there, Darian Houston. All right, if we can run in D5 and D3, anything goes. Let's do D6 at Maple Grove. Robbie is just bad fast. The times are correct. Wow. Thanks, Darian. Man, what's it like to be going 135 at the 8th mile? I've never even gone I have. I'm sorry. Paul Gunther's car. I've gone 135 at the quarter. But up until then, I never gone 135 in the quarter. My goodness, right? All right, we're just gonna have divisionals everywhere. I don't know, man. D7. I mean, they need to reschedule that Bakersfield race. You cannot have a divisional the weekend before the Dallas race when you know the Jegs All Stars is there and you're going to have representatives from your division that have to get there, especially when D4 did this odd, experimental week of having a divisional on a Monday and a Tuesday that these D7 racers might have wanted to race at to get dialed in for. So I just think Bakersfield Division 7, please reschedule that. Put that a week earlier. Put that at a different time so you're not killing your guys that are trying to make it to Dallas if they have to represent your division. I mean, their division director couldn't even be there because I think he had to work the bracket finals that were in Vegas. So we got to stop stacking all these races on the same 8-day spread. All right. Ay. All right. What else have I got for you? Well, let's go over the points. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Top 5 in stock eliminator. So Jimmy Hidalgo Jr. has taken over the lead in stock eliminator. He's got 5 nationals under his belt and 7 divisionals. So he can run 1 more national and 1 more divisional. I can't imagine he's improving upon too much because he doesn't really lose early. So he's got 689 points. Joe Sorensen is behind him in second place. Sorensen has got 669 points. 4 nationals under his belt. Sorensen can run Vegas and Pomona if he chooses to cancel out anything else that didn't get him a lot of points. They take your best 3 nationals. He's all pointed out in divisionals. He's run 10 divisionals. He can't run anymore. They take your 5 best divisionals out of your first 8. He's run 10. All he can do is win money at this point and block. Cody Phillips is in third with 624 points. Travis Booth is in fourth, 621 points. And Josh Decker is in fifth at 570 points. Josh Decker, unfortunately, blew a trans or a rear in the 3rd round, I believe it was, on Saturday morning. I got it on video. Poor kid's been driving lights out this year, and right in the middle of a wheel stand, something broke. And he had to get towed off the track. They had to put him on dollies, so it was locked up. Either the rear was locked up or the trans was locked up. So I don't know. I guess it was the rear. Maybe he took the drive shaft out. He got it back loaded up onto his that hauler that he's got, that flatbed truck. I love that thing, by the way. So cool. But that's your top 5 in stock eliminator. Mike Brand just moved up to 6th place. He's all pointed out now. Jared Jordan's in 7th. Congrats, Jared. Jared's got a couple more nationals he can run. Justin Hutto is in 8th. He's looking for a ride at Vegas or Pomona, or looking for a tow from Division 4 out to Vegas or Pomona, if anybody can help Justin Hutto out. Ross Pondville is in 9th place. Cliff Hinson is in 10th place. In Superstock, Jeff Dona is still in first place, 611 points. Can run 1 more national, can run 1 more divisional. Logan Bellinger is in 2nd place, 599 points. He can run 1 more national. Jimmy Hidalgo Jr. is in 3rd place, 591 points. He can run 1 more national. Byron Warner is in 4th place, 581 points. He can run 1 more divisional. And Pete Diagnolo is in 5th place, 580 points. He can run 1 more national, run 1 more divisional. And then Monty Bogan's in 6th. Brad Burton's in 7th. Trey Vetter is in 8th. Don Schuford is in 9th. And Todd Rodenberg is in 10th. That is your top 10 there. Superstock national points. All right. Glenn Briglio. Hey, Bobby, Country Pup is a bad dude. I'm telling you. He absolutely is. Reinhardt, is he on timeout again? Wonder what he did now. No, I don't know that he is. I'm told he's supposed to be announcing at Maple Grove next weekend. That's what he said when he was announcing at his last race. I think in St. Louis, he said he was going to be at Maple Grove in a couple weeks. So maybe he wasn't supposed to be at Dallas, but he was definitely missed at Dallas. He's really good on the mic, stock and super stock especially. So they're not easy classes to announce. It takes a special skill. So hopefully he's okay. I hope there's nothing health related with him, but hopefully he's at Maple Grove next weekend. I would love it if he is. Drag Race Car Insurance, that's Don Kennedy. He's late again. He's been busy, all right? Hopefully Don's staying busy. I'm glad to hopefully see you at PRI soon. D7 races happen in a vacuum. No coverage anywhere. No cool Discord. No tracks. Suppose we should be thankful for what's left. I know, man. If they're not going to broadcast Bakersfield, is the Wi-Fi just that bad there or what? Because if they put that race on a different weekend where I can get out there, I'll come out there and stream that race. I will stream it and I'll do interviews and we'll have a good time. I've never been there before. And I want these California tracks to thrive and survive. All right. What else? Only divisional left in California is Bakersfield. Thanks to that track for sticking with us. Would be nice to get another. What's going on with Sonoma? We can't get a divisional there. Sacramento, is that track closed up or still open? Fontana, can we get that one to come back? Pomona, can we get a divisional there? Why can't Lindsay Snyder just say we're having a divisional at the Pomona Fairplex? Wouldn't that be wonderful? Maybe we can talk to her at Pomona in November. Brad Smith went 540 and 130 the other day in the Dreamer Corvette. That was Gary McKee. Rest in peace, Gary McKee. I can't believe that. And the Superstock B modified, that car is so cool. The Daydreamer. Very proud of my brother Brad this weekend driving in honor of Gary McKee. I'm telling you, yeah, that was. I can't believe that guy passed away. I just saw him at the Stick Shift Nationals. CCMP, that's the Carolina Classic Modified Production, is some of the best racing I've ever raced in. Can't wait to have you with us this November to cover the race. The RPM definitely will be unreal. I'm telling you. Oh, God. Fontana torn down. Oh, God. So it was the steel plant in Terminator 2. They tore that down. They built Fontana. Now they tore Fontana down. What are they putting there now? Houses? I don't like it. Sacramento and Fontana are closed. Pomona doesn't do anything but national. Sonoma dropped everything except the national. Sonoma also has that problem with the water there, right? Didn't they have a mud run there? And all these people got sick. Now they got to deal with that. So, oh, man, I don't like it. Hello, son. Hey, my dad. I saw New Media is doing a complete resurface of the track. Oh, wow. That's wonderful news. Wonderful news. Love it. Amazon Distribution Center. Same old freaking story, right? Same old story. Amazon taking over the world. Okay. It's sad, but it's true. And people are running all kinds of businesses on Amazon. Don't forget, Election Day, 3 weeks from today, right? All right. Number one in Stock Eliminator Division 1 is Allison Dahl. Hey, I'm in 9th place. I'm in a 3-way tie for 9th place. Well, hopefully I do well next weekend and move up a little bit. Byron Warner, Super Stock. Division 2 is Cody Phillips in stock. Monty Bogan in Super Stock. Division 3 is Travis Booth in stock. Jeff Donut in Super Stock. Division 4 is Cooter Hidalgo in stock and Super Stock. Well, who else would you expect? Division 5, Tim Mosbeck in stock. Justin Jenkins in Super Stock. Division 6, Joe Sorensen in stock. Whew, he's got a huge lead. Ty Gaynor in Super Stock. 16-year-old Ty Gaynor. That's still amazing. That's still amazing. What an accomplishment. Division 7, Parker Theobald in stock and Trey Vetter in Super Stock. Wow. Congrats, Ty Gaynor, on that, by the way. Nice kid. Good kid. Very polite. Good manners. Great racer, by the way. And Tommy Gaynor. I finally got to meet them in person this weekend, and just nice people in general. So can't wait to get that interview out there, and hope to see them again. Hope they go to Pomona. I'm not sure if they will, but I know Ty wants to go. So hopefully they make the decision to go. Talk to Lindsay to sponsor Super Sports Nationals at Bowling Green. In-N-Out is coming to Tennessee big time. In-N-Out was in Dallas. Now I just realized, and there was a bunch of them. So In-N-Out's making its way over. Hopefully they keep coming. Come all the way to Jersey. I'll definitely gain some weight if they come here. All right. Do I have any other announcements? Let's see. This weekend, we've got the Rockingham Division 2 race, like I said, and we're supposed to have the Pine Valley Divisional race in Division 4, but that just took place at Dallas last week, so we do not have that race going on anymore. And somebody answer me if we can set records at the Dutch on Thursday next week. Would love to know if that's possible. I think more people will do it if you can do it on Thursday. Don't forget, guys, we got another issue in the National Dragster in December with the national records in it. So we did an issue in July with the records, and we're going to do another issue in December with the records. So get out there and set some records if you want your name in the National Dragster where it belongs. Okay, that's where it needs to be. If you're going to set a record, you deserve to at least be in there. All right, guys, be sure to like, subscribe, share, get me to 5,500. I need like 3 more YouTube subscribers to get to 5,500 YouTube subscribers. All right. I appreciate all the help. I would really love to get to 55,000 YouTube subscribers so I could do this, I don't know, full time and not have to tutor math anymore. But until then, it's Algebra 2 and SAT and pre-calculus for me. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Be sure to like, subscribe, and join Drag Insights too. DragInsights.com. Get your free subscription. All you need is an email address. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. 55,000. Let's go. You said it, Bruce Fulper. Will the Dutch be live streamed? I'm going to assume that it is. I believe it will be. That race is always live streamed, and the fact that it's a divisional now on top of that, it's too big not to be live streamed. If it isn't live streamed, I'm going to set something up. Don't worry. All right, guys. I'll see you there. Be sure to say hello at the Dutch Classic if you're going to be there. And good luck anybody heading to Rockingham this weekend. All right, guys. Have a good night. Take care.